Guess who's avoiding writing her paper? This girl. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a movie review because it is a movie on a book. And I did the book review, and that will be in the description. So, I'm going to tell you if the movie is worth watching, if you read the book and didn't want to watch the movie, and if you watched the movie but didn't read the book, then go to the link in the description, and then you can see if you actually want to read the book. Anyway, I'm going to talk about The City of Bones. So the first thing I'm going to say is it wouldn't be one of my reviews if there aren't any spoilers, so there's going to be spoilers everywhere. My nose is itchy. So let's begin with the review. So, let's talk about what scenes I wish were in the movie, because the movie was actually really close to the book. Like, I see a scene, I'm like, I actually read that, and I saw that in my head. But there are some things that I wish they would have put in there, and that was two scenes. Simon turning into a rat. They showed him drinking the drink that turned him into a rat, but they didn't show his transformation into a rat. So I was really kind of disappointed in that. And they didn't see the struggle that he went through and stuff. The second thing is I really wish they would have put the motorcycle scene in there where they get Simon and they get on the rooftop of the vampire hotel and they drive the vampire motorcycles because they fly at night. And the only thing they showed was them catching Simon, or getting Simon out of the situation he was, and then they stopped at the rooftop, and the sun was coming up. So I was like, wait, why can't we have flying motorcycles on this set? Like, why can't we have flying motorcycles on this side? Because in the end of the movie, they show Jace driving the motorcycle. So I'm like, wait, if people haven't read the book, they don't know where they got the motorcycle from, and they got the motorcycle from the vampires. And if they didn't read the book, then they wouldn't understand it. So they should have put that in there so people would have understand it. They should have put the scene where Simon was turning into a rat and got captured by the vampires, because then they would understand more why he wasn't wearing any clothes. So, well, he was wearing pants, but he wasn't wearing much. Let's just say that. The other thing that I'm going to be talking about is what I imagined differently in the characters and what the movie put. And that is, let's start with Clary. I imagined Clary with ginger hair. Not like this type of red. She had this type of red hair. I imagined her with like Ron Weasley ginger hair. I didn't imagine her having really pretty hair like this. I imagined her having really, really bright red hair, and I guess they made her have a subtle red hair color to make her more attractive, but I imagined her having like Ron Weasley kind of hair, and it was kind of thrown off. That, and I really didn't like that in some scenes her hair looked like a bronze color, like it was brown, and then when the sun hit it, it was this color. I really didn't like how some of the scenes her hair was brown, and then in some of her scenes her hair was this color. I don't know if that was just the way the hair color turned when the light hit it, but it was kind of off, and I really didn't like that, but I guess that was just the movie's fault. The person who did her hair that day's fault. I don't know. But yeah, it was kind of weird, but other than that, I kind of saw her that way. The other thing is with Jace and Simon. I imagined Jace looking really pretty, really hot and majestic, and I imagined Simon being Simon and being stuck in the friend zone. I kind of imagine him not being attractive. I don't know, maybe that was just me. I imagine him being a nerd and not being attractive, but he was attractive in the movie, and Jace was ugly. Like, in the movie, it was hard looking at Jace. It really was. I'm sorry, but I just really didn't like how Jace looked like, but I really liked the way Simon looked like when it came to attractiveness. And if they flipped-flopped, I would have been really happy with that, because I imagine Jace being really hot and imagine Simon not, and in the movie it was the complete opposite, and I was like, maybe there's just something wrong with me, or maybe that's just the way I imagine the characters, and yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, that's probably why I felt a little off. I mean, granted, they did fit the characters perfectly, but when it came to attractiveness, I thought they were a little bit off with Jace and Simon. That's just my point of view. Everybody has their likes and dislikes. That was just my thing, that I was a little off. The other thing that I really kind of thought was off was when Clary was running to her apartment, and when her mom was kidnapped and she finds the dog and the dog turns into a demon. I thought the dog would be a hellhound, like huge giant dog coming after her and trying to rip her into shreds. I didn't imagine a tentacle monster coming out of the dog. I didn't imagine it being like it was portrayed in the movie. Yet, it did scare the crap out of me, the way they animated the dog turning into a demon. I was like, oh my god, that is just, I didn't imagine it like that, but that's really cool. There was also a scene where there was this little girl that was walking up to Clary, and all of a sudden she does a little exorcism thing and she turns into a demon, and you're like, no! I mean, I kind of saw it, because if you saw the way the girl looked, you're like, that is definitely a demon. And then she does the exorcism eyes, where her eyes go in the back of her head, like her pupils go in the back of her head, and you just see the whites in her eye, like you only see the white part of her eyes, and you're like, that's definitely a demon, before she actually does that. You're just like, that's kind of funny. I pictured that. But anyway, the only thing I've got to say is I do recommend the movie. The movie is actually really good, and it's really close to the movie. There are some off things about the movie, but again, it's a movie. You can't make a movie be perfect with the book. You have to put your own twist to it. You can't make other people imagine what other people were thinking when they were casting the people in the movie. People have their own imaginations, and they will picture anything differently. Anyway, the only thing I've got to say is if you read the book and didn't watch the movie, you should watch the movie. It's actually really good, and it's a good time. If you watched the movie but didn't read the book, well then you should read the book, because it's actually a really good book series. And the only other thing I've got to say is I rate this movie a 9.5 out of 10, because it's a really good movie to me, and I actually really liked it. And the only thing I've got to say is if you like what you see today, remember to subscribe and click that annotation. Remember to like, dislike, share, and favorite. And the only other thing I've got to say is I'll see you later, my Autobots, Decepticons, and Munchkins of all types. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye! Oh, and did I mention that Spencer didn't shut up, so he was on my lap the whole entire time? Come on, let go of my pants! Let go of my pants. He's not going to let go of my pants, so anyway. I'll see you guys later. Bye!